What's up, y'all? It is Ace of Cups Tea here, back with another one. We will be pulling some full moon and Aquarius messages. We have the really impactful full moon coming up on August 1st. So let's pull some messages for what that full moon will be bringing in for us as a collective, what we can expect, how we can move through it, and move into the next moon phase. So let's get to it. So here is our poll for this full moon in Aquarius and what we can expect, how we can move through it, what energies will be propelling us forward. So the bottom of the deck is Judgment. This is all about the spiritual awakening that there are so many energies happening right now. The full moon, we have Lionsgate coming up, we are in Venus retrograde, another retrograde is coming. Like 2023 has been so full of astrological energy, and this Judgment card speaks really heavily to the lessons that we've learned and the experiences that we've had through all of this, all of the cosmic storm that we've been in for the entire year. We're at this place of judgment, we're at this place of awakening, we're at this place of analyzing and honestly judging ourselves against our own mirror, the highest mirror that we can make for ourselves, and where do we stand against that, and coming to a place of knowing that this is the time, knowing that everything that this year has thrown at us is building up to something right now, and this full moon is really bringing that through. It's bringing in the understanding, the reawakening. It's bringing in seeing things here in reality, understanding what that means in the dimension of your mind, and bringing everything down to ground zero to come to this awakening space where you can honestly just see why things had to happen the way that they had to happen. This is also a space of really trusting God, trusting your higher self, trusting in your angels, trusting in your ancestors, trusting in your spirit guides. This full moon is bringing in the spiritual ascension that, if you've been doing the work all year, if you've been doing the right things all year, if you've been really tapped into your soul, into your purpose, into your own alignment all year, this awakening is going to be really beautiful. And this full moon is bringing in the energy of understanding this full picture. I'm actually going to read this backwards. It came out as the Four of Cups, the Page of Swords, the Ten of Cups, the Devil, and the Five of Cups. I'm actually going to pull a little reverse. We're gonna hit the opposite and have a little fun with polarity and duality and just read this backwards, because my spirit team is kind of telling me that this is supposed to be read backwards. So kicking off with this Five of Cups energy, this year it feels like collectively we're all in this Five of Cups energy. We are watching things just kind of fall over. We're watching the wines of life get spilled, and it's almost like we've spent the entire year really focusing on all of the things that are falling apart. And it feels like now at this full moon, at this awakening, at this understanding, there's really a deep sense of finally making it to the place where we can turn around. We can stop dwelling on the Three Cups that have spilled. We can stop dwelling on, even this Five of Cups facing this direction. It's like, this is the past. There's a sense that there has been a very heavy energy around the year, a lot of processing the things that we're connected to, processing the things that we're addicted to, processing the things that we are tied to, and that can be anything. That can be a job that we're tied to that may be toxic, that can be a friendship, that can be a relationship, that can be a family situation. There is toxicity that has been present all year, and this full moon is the turning point. This full moon is where we're able to see why those relationships, why those situations, why those jobs, why those things did not work out, and why they needed to spill over. They needed to spill over because there was a sense of faith that needed to be recognized. There's a sense of trusting in the higher power, trusting in God over all of this 3D lower energy that we had to get to. And it's like, this is making me feel like without these Three Cups spilling over, without analyzing this force, this devil energy, this tie, this bond to something that isn't necessarily the best for growth, without addressing all of that, we would not have, as a collective, been able to step into the awakening of trusting the higher power, trusting the judgment. And that's right here. So it feels like this full moon is kicking off with this sense of seeing what needed to be seen, bringing this darker force, this darker energy to the light, recognizing it, crossing the bridge of truth and reality, and coming to see that there is more to life than just what hasn't happened, what's already spilled. There's more to life than the things that haven't worked out. There's still things that will work out. There's still things to just turn around and accept and face. Accept and face that this full moon is like, okay, accept and face what hasn't worked out. Understand why it hasn't worked out and why it's been so hard to release it, and turn around, literally turn around and see the other options in life, see the way that life can be, that life is very fulfilling. And I think that this awakening is that recognition of the cups, the recognition of conquering the lower energy, and filling, once it's conquered, filling that space with this higher self, filling that space with God, filling that space with your ancestors, filling that space. So I really like that this full moon is really bringing out facing and conquering fears, facing and conquering lower energies, lower vibrations. The facing and conquering all of that brings all of us to this sense of understanding what we want and what we deserve out of the fifth dimensional reality that we are stepping into. This judgment has brought us to understanding understanding this devil energy, understanding the lower vibrations, understanding the things that needed to fall away, all bring us to reanalyzing and reconsidering the way that we view relationships, the way that we view family, the way that we view our emotions, the way that we view ourselves in relation to those emotions, the way that we view fulfillment, the way that we view community, family, the village. It's like we're all, this full moon is bringing us all to a space where we're analyzing exactly what it is that we want for our highest future. Who are the people that we want around? We no longer want this around anymore. We've already said like no to all of that, and we're moving on to really focusing in on the people we want in our village, the people we want in our community, the people we want in our heart space, the people that will bring us fulfillment, the people that will support us. This full moon is bringing us to a new sense of manifestation, a new sense of our desires, the way that we want to exist in this world. This full moon is literally revitalizing. It's literally reawakening what we see as fulfillment. It's really important for this full moon to list out how you want to exist. Do you want to live in a community where your friends and family are close by? Do you want to be a little secluded? Do you want to be in a city? Do you want to be in a jungle? Do you want to be near beaches? Do you want your kids to be homeschooled? Do you want them to go to private school? Do you want a partner? Do you want to be single? Do you want a career? Do you want to work for yourself? Like, this is the time to really analyze everything that will bring you to this 10 of Cups energy. This full moon is all about revitalizing success and understanding what will bring each of us to this sense of fulfillment. It's not just about the way that other people have done it. It's about what you want and finding that tribe and coming together with that tribe to create this life, this lifestyle, this experience, this family, this community, this love. So this full moon is really, really, really bringing in a release and an understanding of what we were connected to that was not working, versus how to reprocess this type of manifestation. This full moon, and like I said, I think that this speaks to it continuously, because this is the very beginning of analyzing what wasn't fully satisfying, what was a little dissatisfying about life, what these things that life had been offering all year. Understanding, like I said, this is reprocessing exactly what we want. It's like at some point we were asking for 3 cups. We were trying to manifest 3 cups, and even though we got the 3 cups, we're still in this apathetic space, like, oh, I should have asked for 10. Why not just ask for the 10? Ask for everything that you want with this full moon energy. Don't waste your time. Don't waste your time on 3 cups. Don't waste your time on these earthly pleasures. These cups are down on the ground for a reason, because they're earthly pleasures. The true fulfillment comes when God offers it up. When God comes through with this cup, that is the true fulfillment. That is the 10 of cups. But settling for earthly pleasure, settling for these cups that are grounded here and not something that was hand delivered by God. Hand delivered by God is going to feel like this. Earthly pleasures just feel disconnected. So this full moon is bringing us to a place where we analyze, what is it that really matters? Is it the earthly pleasures, or is it the God fulfillment, the cup that comes in from God? I really love this reading because I believe that, if you're resonating with this reading, it's because there is a sense of releasing this energy and trusting in whatever higher power it is, reanalyzing what it is that brings you fulfillment, reanalyzing the things that maybe we were asking for before that we received and we're still not happy. This person has received 3 cups and is still like, this ain't enough. It's not enough because it's not what God handed over. When God hands it over, it will be like, bam. There's a new beginning. This full moon is bringing in this like swift, fast, this energy is moving. It's brand new, and because it's brand new, it's moving really fast. It is literally cutting away this dissatisfaction to be able to move into this 10 of Cups energy. I'm going to pull clarifiers on each of these. All right, so clarifying the 4 of Cups, we have the Knight of Wands. As mentioned, this 4 of Cups is all about like this dissatisfaction. It's like this is giving fool's rush in type of energy. It's like there was a point where we needed to analyze how quickly we were moving through processes, and if there was true satisfaction, or if it was this like fleeting energy. I mentioned that this new beginning, this really swift, fast understanding of what was dissatisfying and cutting it out to move towards this 10 of Cups, that is the transition that this full moon is bringing in. It is this death energy. It is the energy of transition. It's the energy of beginnings and endings. It is quite an unforgiving type of energy. It's like whatever wasn't working, whatever wasn't matching the vibration is getting cut out. Death is coming to literally trample on it all. As I said before, this 10 of Cups is here with the 8 of Cups clarifying. There was a dissatisfaction. This 4 of Cups, this dissatisfaction was because at some point we were settling for 8 cups when we needed to be in a space of understanding our value to be sure that we manifest 10 cups. Why settle for 8 when there are 10 out there? There's 10 out there for all of us. There are things, even this full moon, like this is the full moon. This is the full moon that we realized that 8 cups was never enough. All of us deserve 10 cups, especially if you've been doing the work, especially if this year you've been seeing the patterns, seeing the addiction, seeing the spaces emotionally, mentally, physically, spiritually that we are trapped, and coming to a space of releasing those things, leaving behind the 8, moving towards the 10, trusting that we are on the path towards the 10 as long as we are releasing the lower vibrations that are in our world. So yes, we are in this full moon is bringing us into this transition, this ending and brand new swift beginning to bring us into this 10 of Cups while we leave behind the 4 of Cups, we leave behind the 8 of Cups, we leave behind this fool's rush in energy. We understand, we get to a space of emotional understanding of what we were really dealing with, what was really in the cup. This page of cups is like there's a fresh, immature energy about it, and there's a sense that all of us in 2023 have really been analyzing what is in the cup, what is in the Kool-Aid that we drink in. Like, what is really in the Kool-Aid? Is it too much sugar? What's in the Kool-Aid? So 2023 and this full moon in Aquarius on August 1st is really bringing us into taking a peek into the cup, the cup of Kool-Aid that we've been sipping from all year, and releasing the things that no longer serve us, releasing the toxicity, releasing the attachments, being very detached. detachment is where we are at with this full moon in Aquarius. We are detaching from toxicity. We're leaving behind what is no longer satisfying. We're coming into understanding exactly what we truly desire, mapping out everything from how we want to exist, where we want to exist, who we want to exist with. The Lovers card being here with the Five of Cups. The Lovers is all about a choice. The Lovers is all about choosing between lovers, choosing between jobs, choosing between a job or love, choosing something. There's so many choices that we make in life, and it's like this Five of Cups with the Lovers just speaks to, there were two choices to make here. Now this Aquarius full moon is showing us, it's almost like showing us exactly what both choices, we're having clarity to understand, like if we focus on this or if we focus on this. Those are the two choices that we have with this Five of Cups. It's the Lovers. Choices, options. What's best for me? What's best for my family? What's best for my community? What's best for my loved ones? Making a decision on, do we continue to follow this low vibration? Do we continue to follow the things that are just spilling over? Or do we shift our focus and reimagine a greater, a higher future for ourselves? The bottom of the deck, we also, with Judgment, we got the Queen of Pentacles. As I said before, Judgment is this reawakening, this understanding of the low vibrations, this understanding of our truth, our vision of true fulfillment. It comes with a maturity. It comes with understanding how to manage ourselves, how to manage finances, how to manage our emotions, how to manage our heart and mind space. This reawakening is bringing each of us to our individual throne of self-awareness. This self-awareness through lessons learned, through analyzing what fulfillment looks like, through making the right choices, through knowing that not all is lost, through taking a peek and seeing what's in the Kool-Aid, through leaving things behind that just were not fulfilling. They were not what God intended. Making it through this beginning, this ending, and this beginning. Coming to see that earthly matters can only be but so fulfilling, versus when God comes in with the true Ace of Cups, the true cup. At the very bottom of all of this was the Magician. Oh, and we have the Ace of Swords under and the Chariot. This full moon in Aquarius is bringing us into our Magician energy. We are graduating. We're graduating out of these low vibrations. We have new awareness. We have a new vision for the future. This full moon is all about awakening to God's light, awakening to God's power. It's about awakening to our own power. It's about awakening to what we deserve. It's about awakening to a life of individual and collective fulfillment. If we all manifest a better life, then life will get better. So I really love this. I'm going to pull a couple groovy oracles to close things. Turn around is the cut. That's crazy, because that literally matches this. It's like, stop focusing on the three cups. Just turn around and the two cups are there. Turn around and the life of fulfillment is there. I love that. That is the first cut. Turn around. All right. So we first, as I said in the reading, it's a really good time to really analyze exactly what fulfillment looks like to each of us. Who are the type of people you want in your community, the type of people you want helping you raise your family, build your business, heal. The first groovy oracle out is the 369. Write your desire 3 times, write your intention 6 times, write the outcome 9 times. This full moon is a really good time to get all of this out, and set it with some crystals, set it under the full moon, put it on an altar, burn it. Follow your intuition on what you do. Maybe you keep it in a wallet, maybe you keep it in a lockbox, whatever it is. This is the time to write desire, intention, and outcome. What does fulfillment look like to you? Bring it in. This is a really powerful full moon to bring all of that energy in. Second card out, curiosity is the guide, shadow is the light, frequency is the protection. Be curious through this full moon. Trust that those shadows, those places of darkness within our minds, within our hearts, are actually the spaces that we need to bring light to. Stay in high vibration. Stay protected. Don't let the low vibrations get to you. Last card out. God's will is not governed by man's timing. God's will governs man's timing. Trust in God. That's the best we can do is really trust really trust that things are unfolding and happening as they must. Even with this full moon, this doesn't mean that all of this is going to happen for every single one of us all at the same time on the same day. These awakenings, these realizations, these rebirths are all happening on their own timing, individually, based on the path that God has us on individually, based on how we're learning lessons, based on so many other factors that we can't sit here and say when things need to happen. We can only do this and trust. So that is bottom of the deck of the Groovy Oracle. Just take 3 deep breaths. This is a really good way to end it out. This full moon in Aquarius, I really actually love that, because the full moon in Aquarius is an air sign. Aquarius I'm a Libra, so Aquarius is my lovely sister sign. So air is all about breath work. So I would definitely recommend bringing some breath work to your full moon rituals, your full moon time, your self-care time, whatever it may be. But I hope you all have a wonderful full moon in Aquarius, a really beautiful August, and let's stay focused on really manifesting the highest vision we can see for ourselves. Everything that we desire can be ours with faith. Ashe, thank you.